Hi everyone, it's me Lauren for Lovely's Instinct, and today I am here with a business topics video. So if you're new to my channel, or if you have been following along all this time, you have noticed that I have started a series of business videos on business topics related to how you can start your own wholesale business. So in part one, I explained about setting up your domain name, picking out a name, picking out the type of business that you want to do. Do you want it to be where you buy your inventory and house it, or do you want to be a dropship company? And then the second part goes into more detail about your business hours, scheduling inventory, types of business licenses. I also did a video on types of business licenses and all this other good stuff on how to get you started down the right path. Now, in this installment of my series, I want to talk about what exactly drop shipping is. So in order to be a dropshipping company, that is where you do not house your inventory. You go through a third party, and it is a wholesaler or a distributor, or you can even find your merchandise and send it to a company like Amazon, and they will drop ship the inventory for you. So let's go through this process so you can get a better idea of what drop shipping is. So drop shipping, as I just stated, is a partnership between you and a wholesaler, distributor, or private label. Private label means someone sells a product without any type of identifying information on it. You slap your label on it. Now it's yours. It identifies as your product, and you can sell it as your own. So let's take Lovely's Instinct LLC for example. I sold my own mix of glitter powders. I bought the glitter in bulk from someone. It did not have a label on it. I mixed it to my liking, to what kind of color combination I wanted. And then I slapped my label on it, Lovely's Instinct LLC, and gave it a new name because it was my mixture, my product, what I created for Lovely's Instinct LLC. Another thing that you might want to think of is makeup. And there are a few companies that do private label for makeup, and some companies do private label makeup that is very similar to MAC Cosmetics line, and you could buy that, slap your label on it, and say that it is your makeup line. And I know a few people who do this. So and I've seen it in person at trade shows as well. So it's more common than what you think when people do private label. They don't actually go and some people, depending on the product, that is, I don't want to say everybody, but like if it's a product for the skin or hair, sometimes they'll get a private label because that company has already paid for the research and done the trials for it to make sure it's safe for human use on skin and hair and stuff like that. And then that way they could not have to pay that one cost and just put their name and label on it. Now, whether or not they take those products, like those type of products, to another step, I'm not sure. But as far as like nail art or glitter, something that's not consumed or something that's supposed to be just for the nails, then I don't have to go through all those steps. Now, if somebody say, hey, I like your glitter, so I want to use it in my makeup, then that's a whole nother topic of maybe you shouldn't do that because it wasn't tested to go on the skin, especially around the eyes. So that's something you definitely don't want to do. So next, so in order to be a drop shipper, you want to find the creator of the product. So let's say you want to, I'm looking around my house trying to find out where it is. Okay, so let's say you want to drop ship headbands, right? A lot of people sell these headbands. Some people hand make them. I actually bought this in a boutique, I was about to say department store, but it's a boutique, Anthropology. So the headband, if you don't want to make it yourself, and let's say you want to find the original creator because you want to buy wholesale, but you want them to drop ship it with your name on it, you're going to have to do a lot of research. And it's not going to be easy when you're becoming a drop shipper of a product that's already made. You have to go to Google, you have to research drop shippers, wholesalers, distributors, things of that nature. Sometimes if you find a product that you really like from a company, you can just go directly to that company and talk to them more to see if they have distributor options. And if so, they most likely won't drop ship for you. You'll have to find another company who says, hey, yeah, we have enough space to house your inventory and you could just send it to us. And when your orders come in, it'll have all your name, your logos and names on it, your shipping and mailing information, and then they'll just ship it out for you. But you'll get all the orders in, you'll communicate with the customers, but it's just them who are doing the physical labor of shipping out the product. So I was about to say something about researching. When you research these companies, there are going to be some websites that look kind of shady or not real, because I came across quite a few that weren't that appealing to the eye. But the more you drill down and dig into it, you can really figure out if it's a legitimate business or not. Don't be so easy to give up on something because it doesn't look all flashy and new and stuff. A lot of the wholesalers and distributor websites, they're not that appealing or very, I want to say streamlined, but they're not what you think it should be to be a company. It's not going to be like Target's website that has like different colors and different ads to draw you in. Like, it's just going to say what we do, what we have, what you can get from it. It's like straight to the point. So don't be turned off from that. But you also want to do your due diligence in making sure that it's a legitimate company and not somebody that's going to take your money or scam you out of something. What else did I want to say? Okay, extensive research. Oh yeah, when you're researching on Google, this is very important. Don't stop with the first 1 or 2 or 3 top answers at the top of the page. Like, I had to go through pages on Google to find the exact company that I was looking for, and that's very important. When you're going into wholesale and drop shipping, like, it does take a lot of research. It's not going to be something that you find within 20 minutes and you get an answer and you're like, okay, I'm going to do this, and by the end of the week my business is set up. No, it takes a lot of research to make sure that you get the right person and the right company who can do what you need done. Also with drop shipping, so let's talk about the Amazon program. It's called Fulfillment by Amazon. No, Fulfillment by Amazon. I think that's the name of it, because I was going to do this program a few years ago. So basically, let's say you resell like antiques. So you go to an antique store or yard sale or wherever, you find the antiques that you want to sell and you decide, hey, I want to put this on Amazon. You can take your own pictures, or Amazon can take the pictures for you. Of course, there's a cost associated with everything extra that they have to do. Take your pictures. You can load it up to your website, put it on there, give the price that you want, and you can take your product and then put it in a box and ship it to Amazon. Amazon will put it on the shelf in their warehouse, and when you get an order on your website, they will ship it out for you. I know one lady that I used to follow, she did that program, and she said that because it costs money to ship the stuff to them, she would just get so much and just get a huge box and then send that to them versus one item here and there, here and there, here and there. Because she saved money that way with having to send stuff in. So that's one of the things that you want to think about. Also, there's companies that drop ship for you. So let's say you want to go, let's say you make your own body butters and you want somebody to be able to house it for you because you just don't have enough room in your house. Well, what you would do is contact this company and say, hey, I have this product that I sell online, but I need somebody to drop ship it for me. Especially if this is like your side hustle or your side gig and you work full time and you can't get to the post office that often, then you would tell this company, I just need you to drop ship it for me. And whatever their process is, they'll have you pack it up, send it to them, they'll put it on the shelf, and when you get an order, they'll send it out to that person. So nobody really knows that you are a drop shipper, because you might have something for somebody else and they say, well, after you go through the steps of being a verified drop shipper, they might say, can you send out my products for me? And, you know, you could do that and you could package it up for them and ship it. But nobody has to know that you're using a drop ship method, because nothing ties that third person in to your product. Nobody will never know. They'll always think it's Lauren from Lovely's Instinct who's sending out all of this stuff. That's the only person I'm talking to, but they will never know that somebody else is shipping it for them. And I did ship my own stuff. I didn't use a drop shipper. I probably should have, because I had a whole bedroom full of inventory. And every night I would sit up there and package the stuff very nicely with very nice packaging. Is something you should add to your list, because it does keep customers interested in your product when the presentation overall is nice. And so I did that myself. Now, if I would have had an assistant, I would have been really able to do even more business sales than I was. So yeah, that's drop shipping in a nutshell. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. You could comment below, or you can send me a private message if you don't feel comfortable comment below. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can keep update of when I post weekly. And I'm also very active on Instagram if you want to check that out. And as always, if you have any video requests or anything more that you would like to see, then let me know, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.